select all of the data that's in that table. That's what I want to turn into a chart. I'm going to copy that to the clipboard by clicking Home and Copy. And then I'm going to position my cursor at the end of the document right below that table and select Insert, Chart. In the Insert Chart dialog box, there are a variety of chart types. I'm going to go under the pie category and select the very first pie style. Notice as I roll across these, it shows me what they're going to look like. But I want the first one. I'll click OK. And Microsoft Word says, okay, I'll give you a pie chart, but I need data. What is it you're wanting to chart? And by copying the information from my table, I can now paste that right up in my data entry screen, rather than having to hard code in and manually type all of that data. So I'm just going to select everything that's here and delete it, and paste, Control V, my data. Okay, so notice it's the data that I copied from our table, and it immediately charts it down below. So when I'm done with entering my data, I can hit the X to close that. If I ever need to get back to the data, by the way, up on your Chart Tools contextual tab under Design, Edit Data will bring that box back up so you can make changes. Okay, so now all I need to do is make this look the way I want it to look. What I'm going to do is go up to my Chart Elements, Add Chart Elements, and say that I want to add data labels. And I'm going to add them to the outside end of each pie slice. Okay, so it's actually showing me my data labels here. I have my legend at the bottom that tells me what each slice represents. I have my title. On my Chart Tools contextual tab under Design, I'm going to select the Add Chart Element dropdown and select Chart Title and go down to More Title Options. And that will bring up my Format Chart Title pane over on the right-hand side. And here I can change the border around the title. Let's go ahead and add a solid line border, maybe color purple, and pick a width that's a little thicker. Okay, so notice I can now interact with parts of the chart and modify them over here in my text pane. Very nice. When I'm done with that, I can just hit the X and it'll close that box. I want to make one change to this. I don't like this two-dimensional chart, so I decide I want to make it a 3D chart. I'm going to go up here to Quick Layout and see if I have a three-dimensional option here. No 3D options. Let's see if down here under Chart Styles I have a 3D option. No 3D options. So I'm going to go all the way over here to Change Chart Type and tell it, change me to a 3D pie. Click OK, and now I'm a three-dimensional pie. And now look, all of my options relate to being three-dimensional. Yeah, kind of like that guy. Very nice. So now you've added a chart to a Microsoft Word document.